Welcome back. We now cross over to our international correspondent, David Kibuuka, who's in Kinshasa, the DRC. Dave, what's happening there?
It's the typical story of an African dictator wanting to stay in power. But why do dictators need to stay in power past their terms? They have enough money. It's not like President Joseph Kabila needs a payslip to get credit at Bradlow's, and when they ask, how are you going to pay for these couches, Mr. Kabila? Isn't your job coming to an end with the election? He replies, no, I'm going to change the constitution of the country. Don't worry, a bit of bloodshed and my contract will be extended.
Well, I think at some point it becomes more about power than money, Dave.
Well, imagine people in other jobs refuse to leave when their contracts were over. Imagine those girls in rap music videos refuse to retire. We would have grannies twerking, like, hold on, let me put in my false teeth. Hold on, Casper Neovest. Doc Chebeleza. Doc. What are the words again?
Okay, Dave, now that you put it like that, dictators need to go. I get you, I get you.
And speaking of African countries, I see that in South Africa it's xenophobia season again. And it's conveniently at the same time as AFCON.
Yeah.
And why can't Bafana win, Loy? And why doesn't the government help Bafana win? I mean, our government is so corrupt, you would think that they would at least buy Bafana a couple of games. Someone needs to offer those refs a cold drink.
We're never going to win, Dave. We're never going to win.
So we resort to xenophobia. South Africa's solution is, if we can't beat them on the pitch, we'll beat them at the spaza shop.
I mean, Dave, come on, that's...
Or we just need to cancel this whole Bafana project because it clearly is not working. Because you must admit, we have tried everything. We even gave them a white captain.
Dave, what is that got to do with anything?
It shows that we have explored every option. Having a white captain is like trying to solve our country's problems by bringing back apartheid. A minority ruling a majority.
Dave, that's a bit unfair. Dean Furman is a very good player.
Okay, actually, let me be positive. What we need to do is expand our sports development. Not just look in the normal places for talented players. Like with the looters in Soweto. Those looters could play for the Springboks. Because you see how they run away from the police carrying a deep freeze and groceries. Imagine them with a rugby ball.
Dave,
imagine them with a rugby ball.
Dave, that kind of thinking is so 94. Actually, it's 1984. In fact, that kind of thinking is so 1948, Dave.
Thank you, Lord.
That was David Kibuuka, ladies and gentlemen, in Kinshasa. We'll see him next week.